Ladies and gentlemen, just got done watching the second development live stream from NCSoft with regards to Throne and Liberty. Now, as you can see here, this is a new character. I didn't lose my account, but basically my guild mates, we've re-rolled onto a new server. So that's why, if you're wondering why have I only got a level 18, where's my level 50, I still have it, don't worry. But yeah, basically I wanted to break down the key points of this live stream. I'm going to try and make this as short as possible so that I don't keep you guys and girls for too long. So I'm going to go over, I also have the free gifts that they gave out, the coupon codes. I will pin that in the comment section down below, so make sure you check that out. So now, basically, the event ranking reward system is going to be upped by 2, so it's going to get doubled. It's going to be able to be from rank 100 to 150, so you don't have to like sweat so much and stress out, so that's good. They're looking at other ways to give us players different, like, basically to get skill upgrades. They're looking at other avenues that we can then do, so we don't have to just do the one thing, stressing out at the events all the time, which is good. They know that there's a class imbalance for the events, so i.e. I put in brackets here that they know that the longbow is basically too strong in these events. So they are now changing the way that you get the loot. So it's going to be dropped via contribution, not who's done like the highest damage. So say like currently right now, if I'm attacking a mob and I'm, you know, I've got it down to 50% HP, and then a bow player just comes in and wipes out the mob, they get the loot. But that won't happen after, I believe that's coming this week. There's also another balance patch coming soon because they didn't have time to do it all. They touched upon the staff because yes, I'm a staff enjoyer, and staff is still very, very weak compared to other choices. I'm now actually doing on this character, I'm using staff and longbow, and I did this just because I wanted to have a bit of fun, but I'll touch upon why this is actually going to be really good coming up very soon. But yeah, basically, they as you can see now, it's raining, right? So staff relies heavily on weather, so i.e. rain. You get more damage if the mobs you're facing or people you're killing are wet. So that's going to be changed come the 17th of January. The crossbow, bow and dagger has the highest DPS due to crit damage. And then the greatsword and the staff will now have their DPS based off the heavy attack. So that's their way of trying to bring the greatsword and staff up to match the other weapons. So again, they are really trying to do the balance, which is really, really nice to see. They were very apologetic as well, you could see that. This is the really good thing as well. The skill transfer is coming, and it's going to be coming on the 17th. We're going to need to buy a transfer potion, which you can buy with Solent, so that's really, really good. There's going to also be free skill presets on the 17th as well, so you can have your PvP preset and your PvE preset, which is amazing. The resistance event is going to be happening on the 24th, which we already knew this, but they explained how it's going to work. Now, what you need to do is you need to take part in at least 2 of the events, and then you'll get the new skill. It lasts for 3 days, and there will be 2 events per day. So just make sure that over those 3 days you participate in at least 2 events, and then you'll be able to unlock the new skill, the final skill. Make sure you do not miss that, because you're going to be at a disadvantage if you don't have these skills. Then they're also going to be combining the offensive stats, so like the range, melee and magic hit. They're going to combine that into just one, so it's just going to be called hit, for example. So that's really, really interesting. So that's why I said running staff dagger is going to become even more viable, because the stats are being combined into one. February the 22nd, they're going to be doing dungeon server matchmaking. So at the moment we have a party finder, but not a matchmaking system. So they're going to be implementing that already, February 22nd. 3rd of March is going to be server transfers, so you're going to be able to transfer servers. 24th of April, they're going to be introducing cross-server dungeon matchmaking. This is absolutely insane. The way that the devs are moving and the speed that they're moving in implementing these stuff is impressive. The next thing, the siege date will be decided between February the 2nd and February the 4th. I assume they'll let us know in between that date. That's what they're trying to say. They're working on removing other player effects to help with the lag. Now, this is 100%, this needs to be a top priority, because currently right now, when you're doing a PvE boss, and there's tons of players on the screen, you have all of the spell effects at once, and that really hinders the optimization of the game, and it lags and it becomes a slideshow. So I'm so excited to hear that they're working on a way to remove that, because currently what they do is, how they've tried to optimize their game is they hide players, so you can remove the amount of players on the screen. And they said this, which I agree, that kind of removes the whole MMO feeling, because when there's hundreds and hundreds of players on the screen at once, if you can just remove a big portion of that, then it's not the same. And also that's going to affect Siege Wars, because if you don't have the full players on the screen, you know, you're not going to be able to see everyone. So I'd rather the fact that they're going to be removing spell effects. The dungeon chests are also now going to have bad luck prevention coming on the 17th. So that's amazing as well. Next thing that was in the reflect damage, they're going to be finding ways to nerf that, because currently the reflect damage, you basically kill yourself. If you're fighting a tank and they have the reflect up and you don't realize in time, you can pretty much just kill yourself. There's going to be mage passive buffs incoming. I'm not quite sure which buffs, but obviously there will be patch notes soon. That's another good thing for me. Speaking of the loads of players on the screen, on the Da Vinci server, when the first Sandworm boss happened, they had 1,000, or they had 1,100 players at the Sandworm at the same time. That is absolutely insane to me. So that's amazing. So that's why they need to work on the optimization of the skills. There's going to be a new skin dropping on the 17th. Mob full damage will no longer be part of your contribution. They're also going to be increasing bag space, most likely with Solent, which is fine. Weapon mastery is going to remain at level 7 for the time being. They've said no increase yet. Currently, they're focusing on making a new 6-man instance dungeon rather than making a new solo, tower dungeon, which is fine. They haven't said that they're not going to make a new solo one, but they're focusing right now on the 6-man instant dungeon, which is great. More content. Also, in the chat box, there's going to be an auto-translate feature. That is going to be coming on the 17th as well. So that's amazing. So we'll be able to basically understand Korean a lot easier, and vice versa. If we're typing in English, the Koreans will be able to understand us as well. Huge change. When you die, there's a XP restoration cost. Now, obviously, a lot of players do not like this because it's quite expensive, and you rack up a lot of, debuffs and stuff. So they're looking to reduce the cost, possibly by 50%, but it's not confirmed yet. That's also going to be coming on the 17th. Stay tuned for the patch notes for that one as well. There's currently no plans to increase the Allied Guild limit. The level cap increase is going to happen on when we get the new zone. So when we get the new zone huge content update, that's when we'll be able to go from level 50 to 51, etc. Next one quickly, the Solent gain is going to be getting increased. So when you complete the contracts from the 17th, we're now going to be able to get more gold from that. So again, another W there. And then lastly, what I wanted to just quickly touch upon was the open world dungeons. The reason why the mobs and stuff are so tanky is because they've balanced it on assuming you're going to be going through there as a full 6-man team or with your whole guild. So I don't think they're going to be changing that, but they're basically trying to say that they never intended for us to be solo grinding gold in there, basically. So yeah, even though, to be honest, solo grinding in there for gold is more efficient than going in there with a party. But if you go to the more harder open world dungeons, then you can't solo them. So that's fair enough. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to try and keep it as brief as possible. Like I said, those were the most important things that I wanted to let you guys and girls know. So yeah, like I said, gift codes are in the comment section down below. Really, really good news. I love the transparency from the devs. I love the fact that they actually know what they're talking about and they listen to the community. So again, huge W's from NCSoft. Now all we need is a huge W from Amazon Game Studios and actually get some global news. Please, Amazon Game Studios, let us know. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed this one. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Take care. Peace.